Okay, so today we are hooking up our rain barrel to our newly installed recycled rain gutter. And we got our parts laid out here. And the first step is we're going to drill a 2 1/8 inch hole in our downspout. And we're going to make that level with the hole that we're going to drill into the barrel. And the hole in the barrel is a 1 1/2 inch hole, and you'll notice that you got 3 hole saws with the kit. You got the 2 1/8, you got the 1 1/2, and you got a 1 1/4. The 1 1/4 will go down at the bottom. There'll be 2 holes down there, one for the drain and one for the water line to the garden to hook up. We'll also mount one high enough that we can put a bucket under it to fill if we need to fill a watering can or a bucket. So the first step is to drill the hole in the downspout, and Ricky's going to take the drill, and we're going to make sure that we have a horizontal run from the downspout to the barrel. And we're drilling in the 3-inch side of the rain gutter. And now we're going to take our diverter and we're just going to squeeze that and pop that in the hole. And that will divert the water to the rain barrel. But when the rain barrel fills up, then that diverter will then allow the excess water to continue down the downspout. So we're going to go ahead and put the 2 screws in that hold that diverter into the downspout. While he's getting that ready, I'll go over some of the other parts. We've got the faucet that goes in the bottom of the barrel to hook up either a garden hose that goes to the garden and the drip lines, or to fill a bucket. And then we have a bottom drain that goes at the very bottom that allows us to empty out the barrel. That's also the connector that we would use for connecting a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th barrel, etc., to expand the size of the system. Now when we put this rain gutter up, we did one side of the garage, and we've got enough gutter material that we can do the other side of the garage, and we can either put in another kit at the other side of the garage, or we can run some horizontal pipe with a slight down grade to it over and connect it to this system as well. The connector that fits into the barrel, that uses the medium size hole saw, and like I said, the hole saws are included in the kit, and that's where the end of this hose will attach to the barrel, and we'll show you that in a few minutes here. The 2 fittings that use the small hole saw go into the sides of the barrel here and here. So now we're ready to go ahead and screw this in. And that part is finished, and we're ready to do the medium 1 1/2 inch blade on the barrel itself. We just have our barrel sitting up on some 8-inch cement blocks to give it some structure, stability. When these things are full of water, they're very heavy. You want to make sure you get them fairly level. You can dig about 4 inches down into the ground and put in a bed of gravel, level it that way, put some paving stones on top, or you can just do the simple quick method like we did here with just some 8-inch blocks. We have a downward slope going to the garden area, so there won't be any problem getting enough water pressure to go to the drip lines. They don't require a lot of pressure. Now it's important to get this line horizontal. You don't want any inclines or declines where air or water could get trapped in the hose. If the hose is too long, it can be cut at the seams that it shows where the flat spots are in the hose without the ribs, and we can cut right there in the center of that. But we've got a nice horizontal run. Now we're ready to drill that hole. Now we take the rubber unit that just pops right into this hole. You just gotta squeeze it in there. Just push that in. And then just insert the hose. Makes a nice tight fit. Like I said, it's a nice tight fit. And that's it for the connection to the rain gutter. Now the barrel will fill with water, but now we need a way to drain the water out. So now we're going to take the small 1 1/4 inch blade, and we're going to make our 2 holes down at the bottom. Now we want to make the top one tall enough that we can fit a watering can or a bucket under it. And the best way to do that is just to place a bucket up against the side and figure out where the top is. And then 5 gallon pail. The other one will go very near the bottom so that you can actually completely drain the barrel, or like I said earlier, connect multiple barrels in parallel so that you can have greater capacity.
You took my damn tongue bucket.
Now this is the faucet that we're going to be mounting into the side, and the little insert here that goes into the barrel is threaded so that the faucet can screw right into that. So this blade here is the right size to make a hole to put in these 2 inserts. One will have a plug for the drain, and the other one will have the faucet. So the height of that bucket will now tell us where we are going to put our faucet. move the bucket and we're going to make the mark for the bottom hole as well.
About that.
And that's where we're going to hook up our garden hose to the drip lines, is at the bottom hole. And it really doesn't matter where you put that horizontally, just vertically, and you want to get it as near the bottom as you can, but still be off the bottom of the barrel. So that looks like a good height right there. Okay, looks good.